Hey people, D-Man here, and today I am reviewing The Owl House Season 2, Episode 4, and oh my goodness, was this a good episode, and especially that ending. By the way, there will be spoilers, but um, without spoilers really quick, the episode was freaking awesome. Like, I don't know how else to say it, it was just freaking awesome. Um, like a real big twist at the end there. Something big happened as well in this episode that we'll see the consequences later on in the season or next episode, and also continuing forward from that episode. I'll tell you that in the spoilers. Something to do with a certain person. um, but yeah, man, this episode really good. Go watch it if you haven't watched it yet, because it was awesome. It was an awesome episode. just just top tier episode. But yeah, this has to be like the best episode of this season so far. I thought last episode was really good, and it did have lots of good parts, but this has to be like the best episode so far of this season for reasons. Okay, spoiler alert, spoiler alert.
Just remind you to subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment, share this video, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok down below.
Okay, so spoilers. So let's spoil the big reveals here. So first off, we see Edalyn and Ida's mom, Edalyn, yeah, and what's her sister? Ida and her sister's mom, Evelyn, is that her name? I forgot. We see their mom. She comes and she's here to heal Ida. She's here to heal Ida. And it turns out she has a rough relationship with both her kids, because one kid wants her admiration and respect, but she totally ignores her for the other kid that really wants kind of nothing to do with her because she's kind of a crazy old coot that gets scammed. And at the end, she kind of repairs her relationship with both of them. And then Ida's sister decides to leave with her mom and go spend time with her and her father, what we get a hint to. So I'm expecting that we're going to see Ida's sister once again. We're probably going to see her later on this season. We're going to see her mom again, and we're going to see her father finally. We're going to meet her father. What is her father? What does he do? We're going to see him probably because he was named in this episode. So we're either going to see him this season or maybe next season. So I think we're going to see him for sure. So that's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, like, that's a big bombshell that Ida's sister decides to leave with her mom. Hootie is devastated because he can't hold a pen. You'll get it if you watch the episode. It's a joke. It's just really cool to see that. And then we get the whole thing about how Luce finds out that there used to be a human on this island. There used to be a human on this island that somehow disappeared. Now, are they still on the island, but they're in hiding? Did they die? Did they go back to the human world? Is this somehow connected with Emperor Bellos and why the reason he wants to go to the human world? Is Emperor Bellos perhaps this human? Is this human his old friend or something? There's so many questions. And there's like this thing where she says Titan's blood can like rip a hole in the dimension, but it's hard to come by. So Titan's blood can rip a hole in the dimension, which is King related to the Titans? Maybe his blood can rip a hole in the dimensions. Who knows? So that's really, really cool, and we're going to find out more about that later on this season, probably next season as well. So that's really interesting that Titan's blood is a thing, and it might be able to send loose back. And then we get like the biggest bombshell is that there is someone pretending to be Luce at Luce's house with her mother, because Luce thinks her mother is probably at a wreck right now and just thinking, where the heck's my daughter? But it turns out there is an imposter pretending to be her. Now, a lot of people might think, oh, that must be Emperor Bellos sending an evil clone or something or a replica of Luce there. But I don't think so, because in the first season, if you remember the first season, uh, Luce's mother was getting letters from Luce, supposedly. And the whole first season, Emperor Bellos could not get to Earth, or else he wouldn't need Ida's portal to Earth, because he needed the portal to Earth to get to Earth, but he could not get to Earth. But somehow there was still letters getting to Earth, which means that it's not Emperor Bellos that sent this fake Luce. It must be someone else from the Boiling Isles that has the technology to get to Earth. It might even be the human that was there beforehand. Now, there's a few possibilities about this. I think there's one where it's like some evil person, evil plan, where they need Luce for something or other. Maybe even her father. I don't know. That's just a random thing I thought about. Maybe like a father or something, a cousin, an uncle, an aunt, a brother or sister. I don't know. But either it's an evil scheme that has something to do with Luce, or it's a good person that's trying to keep Luce out of danger, sort of thing, and just kind of watching over her, which might ring a bell of them being related or something like that. Or it could be something from the future. Could you imagine if someone from the future, like Luce herself, that is Luce herself, but she's from the future and she went back in time to spend time with her mother because in the future she finds a way to go back in time and all that stuff, and it's timey-wimey, but she finds a way. Or someone in the future finds a way to go back in time, and it's kind of weird, and it could be like a family member of Luce's, or it could be like a love interest of Luce's. Like, who would have a vested interest of keeping Luce there? Amity? She would. Maybe some Luce's friends. Ida would, obviously. But they would have to have a way to the Earth, which they obviously don't, at least not to our knowledge. So it's got to be someone other than them, or it could be a time thing. Who knows? Very interesting, very interesting. I can't wait till the next episode, man. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell notification. That's the best way to keep my channel. Link down below to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And as always, my friends, stay sane. Peace. Just remind you to subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment, and share this video. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok down below. Shadow, my baby, I love you so much. You're my baby. And you love to sleep in the bathtub. 'Cause you're a weirdo. Shadow, look over here, buddy. Look over here.